Hi, Kim Morrison here. Look, it's been an amazing week actually, and I think I'd love to share with you something that I really found quite poignant, especially leading into Anzac Day. You know, I was at a dance competition all weekend watching my beautiful daughter perform, and amongst a whole lot of incredibly talented, amazing, beautiful young people. And it was interesting to see how nerves affected everybody and how they didn't affect and what they meant. And when I had a discussion with my daughter afterwards, it was just a really neat chance to acknowledge that nerves and feeling worried or fearful is absolutely normal. I guess the key is, how do we control those nerves before going on stage or before doing something big in our lives or stepping out of our comfort zones or doing something that maybe is a little bit scary. And when we're talking to different people about how they handle it, I think everybody is different. But I know the one thing that works for me is I was told years ago, I always get scared. I get scared and nervous when I speak in front of a camera. I get nervous when I'm on stage. I get nervous before I'm about to present something or do something. I get nervous just before I'm about to marry people. Whatever it is I'm doing, I have to be honest with you, I get incredibly nervous. And it was a beautiful lady, one of my speech trainers from America many years ago, who said to me, Kim, nerves are normal. They are such an incredible part of performance and achievement and drive and making sure you do a good job. Because really, when you look at nerves, all it is just adrenaline or concern or worry or fear of making a fool of yourself. So she said that one of the greatest things you can do is just to take a deep, deep breath, relax that diaphragm. And what I did is I've added oils into it, and things like courage and confidence, or de-stress and revive, or even energy and vitality, any of the blends, your favorite smell of all. If you just take a big, deep breath before you're about to do something, or before you're about to go on stage, or before you're about to step out of that comfort zone. And one of the other things she said to do is to draw that nerves, that energy, that balance right down into the base chakra, or right down into the pits of your stomach, right down low. And just hold. If you want to, use your hand as an anchor and hold it there. That can do wonders for helping to ease it. But then she said something else that was even more poignant than that. And what she said was, she said, Kim, the day you stop feeling nervous, the day you stop having those feelings of adrenaline or worry or fear, is the day you need to stop what you're doing. Because in reality, it means that you don't care so much anymore. So I don't know if that helps you, but for me, whenever I get that sense of worry, fear, or not being good enough, take a deep, deep breath, particularly of one of my favorite oils. Visualize it being grounded right down into the base, the pits of my tummy. Take another deep breath and hold. And then I go about hopefully delivering in the best way possible. Now, of course, sometimes we muck up, but you know what? That's part of life too, and I don't believe there's any wrongs out there. It's just a case of opportunities for learning and growing. Now, speaking of learning and growing, this weekend was also a beautiful weekend of self-care. So this week's product of the week is our amazing mask. Now, I don't know if you ever make time for doing masks, but my goodness, just taking those few minutes out of your day to create a clean face and then placing on a mask and letting it sit there for a good 10, maybe 5 to 10 minutes max even, can do wonders, not only for your skin, but the fact that you've just taken a few moments of self-care in a busy life. Now, I sat there working on the computer with that mask on, so it doesn't mean to say you have to lie there and pretend you have to drop out by any means. Just take the step, do the action, put a mask on, and I suggest maybe this month, coming up into the beautiful month of May, Mother's Day, May Day, whatever we want to call it, let's make sure that we honour ourselves at least once a week with a beautiful ritual. And I'm going to suggest we try the mask. Now, make sure you put it on onto beautiful clean skin, let it dry, and just as it's dried is when you need to remove it. So, on that note, make sure you enjoy our recipe this week, which is our gorgeous, gluten-free, wheat-free, amazing Anzac cookies, which were inspired with me, or to me, by the amazing Teresa Cutter, an incredible chef here in Australia. So I hope you really enjoy the Anzac celebrations. It's actually my little girl's birthday, who'll be turning 17 this Anzac Day. And guess what? She was born just as the dawn was breaking. So, happy Anzac Day. Look after yourselves, look after each other, lest we forget. And most importantly, Take care. Be kind. See you next week.